I have on here? Just a second, guys.
He's whispering over here. Hi,
Donnie. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
Hi.
Where's your shirt? You're naked. Okay, so I see you, bud. Okay, so I wanted to get started, and I kind of was hoping a few more people were gonna jump on. I just wanted to share a few things. I feel like, okay, to be honest, I feel like people focus on the negative and what's not happening in their business way too freaking much. They focus on stuff that they shouldn't be focusing on. And so I just kind of wanted to, and I feel like you guys feel that nobody else struggles with it. So I wanted to get on and kind of share with you all some of my personal struggles. I want you guys to hear from some of the other diamonds, which I was hoping a few more would hop on. And just kind of know that you're not alone in this. So I'll start with Allie, as I'm looking around to see who else is getting on. So I want Allie quick to share how long it took you to get your first distributor. We'll start there. I'll ask you as it goes. Okay, how long did it take you to get your first distributor?
It took me 30 days to get my first distributor.
How long did it take you to do your first promotion?
First promotion?
Mm-hmm.
I went executive in my second month, and then I think my story, I guess my story is a little bit different. Do you want me to elaborate on that a little bit?
Nope.
Okay, so first distributor was 30 days, and then I promoted my second month in.
Okay, what's been the biggest hurdle for you?
Definitely mindset, for sure. And mindset, and then also I had to realize early on that I couldn't want this more for other people than they wanted it for themselves. Okay, go lay down, Dad. I love you. And so for me, like, biggest thing was realizing that you're not going to promote with the same people that you did your last promotion. And so, like, for me, like, that's why I asked, because I went all the way to fully boxed in for Emerald, and my whole entire team quit, everybody. And so for me, it was such a mindset trap of like, okay, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, like, coming in when I need to
Right. So I was gonna. My next question was gonna be, could you estimate how many people have quit on you? But you kind of gave a short version of that. So, do you know how many people it takes to go Emerald? I don't have the number off the top of my head. Do you have the number for Emerald off the top of your head?
talking to me.
Yes.
12.
I didn't hear you. What was that? 12?
14.
You're breaking up, so I can't hear you. Okay. So 14 people quit you. That's a huge number. Did everybody just hear that? Within her first year-ish into the business, she had 14 people completely stop working. She probably had more than that, but at least 14, okay? All right, we're going to go on to Nicole. I saw you somewhere. There you are. Nicole, how long did it take you to get your first distributor?
6 months.
How long did it take you to get your first promotion?
Month after that.
So 6 months for your first distributor, 7 months for first promotion.
Yep.
Could you estimate how many people have quit on you in this business?
I've been in just over a year and a half now, and I would say probably close to 20 people, or roughly.
Okay. What do you think your biggest frustration in this business is?
When people quit, or in general?
In general.
My biggest frustration is when people use their reason why as their excuse, or
Can you give an example?
Say that again.
Sorry, could you give an example of that?
Yeah, like somebody will say like they want to do this, they want to be a stay-at-home mom, or they want to be able to, you know, they want to be a stay-at-home mom, yet they don't get involved in things, like they use their kids as an excuse. Or you know, and I totally get, if you're like working, obviously your job is important, that's what's paying your bills right now, but there are certain times, depending on what your job is, where you can tell your employer like, hey, I can't work on Sunday nights because you want to get on the corporate call, and you want to be on this Zoom, or Tuesday nights because you want to be at team training. You know, you can, depending on your job, like ask for those nights or times off. So it's a matter of being involved with what's going on with the business, but not letting your reason why be like your crutch as to why you can't be involved in the business. Does that make more sense?
I love that. Yep, that's perfect. And then what do you think has been your biggest hurdle in this business?
What's been my biggest hurdle?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I still do it, but I kind of dwell on people that quit. Because to me, like, I'm a it works lifer. Like, I don't care what I go through, how many people quit on me, the struggles, if my volume's high or low, or my paycheck is high or low or fluctuates, like, I will get through that mud to reach my goal eventually. I don't care how slow it happens, like, it's going to happen. And so when people don't have that ambition or the goal, like that the ambition or the vision the way that I do with this business and with the company, then, and the team in general, then it does kind of sadden my heart a little, because I'm like, gosh, like, I wish you would have seen what this business could do for you, because you just dropped out. Like, you dropped out and quit, and your reason why was not big enough to keep you in this business.
You're definitely jumping ahead of the game with me there, Nicole, but thank
Sorry.
you. That's okay. It's all right. You get passionate about it. I hear you on that one. Okay, I'm going to jump to Kendra Ellig. How long did it take you to get your first distributor?
4 months.
And your first promotion?
7 months.
Would you say that you've had at least 20 people quit on you in this business?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think your biggest frustration in this business is?
Probably like the same as Nicole. People's excuses, like, of why they can't do something if they say they want it so bad. And whether it's like with our team or potentials or something like that, then the excuses just really bug me.
Okay. For right now, I think that's it. Alexis is also on here, but she's actually in the hospital. We all need to be praying for her and her sweet baby girl, because she will now be being monitored in the hospital until her baby is born, and it's still very, very early for her. So she's not going to talk, but she's on. Hashtag no excuses. But I wanted to share a little bit. So it took me 6 months to get my first distributor. And in all honesty, Allie signed that distributor and placed her underneath me. So I signed my first distributor. I think I signed one the next month, but I don't even remember. It took me probably 8 or 9 months to my first promotion. After that, I did promote relatively quickly. However, once I got to diamond, all but 2 people on my entire chart quit. That's not counting the people that were not on my chart. It takes 24 to get diamond. So a hefty amount of people have quit. I wanted to hit on these because I feel like you guys sit there and think that we get people handed to us. The people are just blowing up our messenger or blowing up our phones or stopping us in the streets wanting to sign up and become a customer or sign up and become a distributor. And every distributor that we sign is a rock star. And that's not the reality. In fact, that's far from the reality for a lot of us. And the only reason you don't hear about that is because we choose not to dwell on it. You guys, we all have it happen on the regular. And it's a huge frustration for us. It's a huge stumbling block. It's a huge roadblock for us still. Like, it's not we sit there and just feel like, oh, well, okay, I guess she didn't want it. It still hurts. It still sucks. You guys, I had both of my sister-in-laws joined up as distributors underneath of me. One of which was a really freaking rock star who just stopped. They both just stopped. And one of my sister-in-law finally actually told me that she was officially going to stop, and it was because she just didn't think it was that fun and that she could make that much money in it. Well, that's interesting since I'm sitting right here making a pretty damn good money, but okay, sounds good. Like, you know, it happens. It happens to every single one of us. But you don't see me sitting here freaking out about it. You know, with my sister-in-law, I did happen to call Allie and be like, why am I so upset over this? Like, it's just another person, need to let it go. But it's family and it's different. So I get it. But I will tell you that I'm over it. It's not something that I sit there and talk about. It's not something that I think about. I erased her off my chart, filled her in with somebody new, and I moved on. And the thing is that I feel like a lot of you sit there and think like, well, I can't do anything because I got this chart and it's got people's names in it, but they're not doing anything. So I'm screwed. You know, I can't promote if these people aren't doing anything. No, that's not it at all. You are choosing to dwell on something that you can't control versus doing something about it that you can control. Not a single one of us diamonds will sit here and tell you that we haven't had people quit on us to this day. You know, Taylor, I wish she was on here, but Taylor Alton, she promoted very, very fast. Like, I had already been in for, I think, a year before Taylor showed up, and I remember being in awe. Like, I think the first meeting I went to, she already had signed up like 10 distributors, and I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, she signs people like crazy, and it's inspiring, but she also has people quit on her, and that's okay too. Like, you will never see any one of us sit there and start talking to you about all the people that quit on us, because why would you dwell on that? Why would you worry about something that you can't control? Why would you choose to focus on what's not happening in your business? You know, some of you know, but last year in November, I called Allie and was going to quit. She had no idea. It came out of nowhere. Like, if you would have talked to me, I would have been solid. I would have been fine. Like, it's all good. Everything's great. And I literally called her out of the blue and was like, done. I can't do it. I'm over it. I can't study. It's just stupid. Obviously, I didn't end up quitting. But something that Allie pointed out to me that I don't even think I realized until she pointed out, I think she pointed out like last week. But you know what I was doing, guys? I would go to her and I would say, okay, so I run my business like 98% on social media. So I would go to her and say, okay, what verbiage are you using? Because I see you blowing up. I'm freaking pumped for you, but what verbiage are you using? Because it's whatever I'm using is clearly not working. So like, what are you doing? So she would send me exactly what she was doing. And so I would send exactly what she was sending, the same verbiage that she was sending, that she was getting, 10, 15 distributors filling out 2 or 3 steps to success a month. And I wasn't getting any. And so I'm like, okay, if she's doing this, like, this is going to work for me too. So I would exact same thing. I don't even know how many people I'd send this exact same message to, and I still wasn't getting anywhere. Not a single person. Not one, guys. Not one. And I was so frustrated. I'm not talking about like 2 years ago when I first, I'm talking about last year as a diamond, so frustrated because I was sending the exact same verbiage as our upline and I was getting nothing. But you want to know why I wasn't getting anything? And you guys are going to think I'm crazy because I thought I was crazy too, but because I knew I wasn't going to get anybody. You know, clearly the verbiage works. Allie was using it and she was getting people. So clearly it wasn't the verbiage. You know what it was? Me, this right here. Because I would send that out and I would say, well, okay, there you go. I'm sending this message out, but she's not going to respond. Like, I don't even know why I'm sending this. This is stupid. I'm just doing it because I'm supposed to be talking to people. I'm supposed to be sending out messages. Allie's going to ask me how messages went and I better have sent out some messages. Like, but I never once thought that anybody would sign. And when I would talk to Allie, all I would talk about was, I'm not getting anybody. No one's signing. I can't get anybody interested. No one wants to join my team. No one wants to order a product. No one wants this. No one wants that. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do this. Well, no shit, I can't do that because I'm telling myself I can't do that because I'm sitting here writing a message to somebody expecting them to tell me no. Like, yeah, they're going to tell me no. That's what I'm expecting. And I know that it sounds crazy, guys. I know that it does. Talking to Michelle a couple days ago and she said the same thing. Just get over yourself. Like, get over yourself and know that people want these products, right? Every single one of you should have a product by now that you absolutely love, that has either changed your life or one that is just like super amazing that you love to use. So why do you think you're the only one in the world that wants to use it? You know, why would you sit there and think that nobody else wants that product? Confianza right now, you cannot tell me there's not one person in the world that doesn't need or want Confianza. I don't care if you don't suffer with anxiety or depression. If you have stress, if you have problems focusing, if you have tension, if you have back pain, if you have feet pain, if you have children, if you have parents, if you have like whatever, you need Confianza. End of story. So you can't tell me that there's nobody in the world that needs this. So why are you not offering it? Why are you not offering it in the expectation that people need it and want it? You know, like you have to stop focusing on what's not happening. You have to stop focusing on what's not working. And you have to be proud of every accomplishment you've gotten along the way. Yeah, Kendra has literally been dying for a BOGO Confianza since she started this business, and she is freaking pumped about this. But this is a huge opportunity, you guys, because Confianza has changed her entire world. So, you know, you have, especially boom sale right now, you have a huge opportunity, but it's not going to do anything for your business. If you were on these last boom sales and you didn't get anybody, are you instantly thinking this boom sale not going to happen? Because I bet you did. I bet you saw that sale because I would have. I would see the BOGO wrap sales and I'd be like, God, I freaking hate these sales. Nobody ever will join me. No one wants to buy these boom sale. Like, no one wants to do these BOGO deals. They're not that amazing. And guess what? I never signed a BOGO wrap person ever. Crazy thing. We had these boom sales. We had these BOGO sales. Blew up. My business blew up. Nothing different about the product. Nothing different about the verbiage. You know what was different? The fact that I was like, heck yes, everybody wants BOGO wraps. Everybody is getting these. This is going to be insane. And it's true. And as much as you guys think, sitting here thinking I'm crazy, like, oh God, I remember Allie. Oh, you unmuted yourself. Okay, just say it because I was getting ready to anyways.
You guys, I'm not even kidding. I'm over here guys laughing because she was the one person that I, like, as soon as BOGO wraps announced, I'm like, oh God, here comes a text from Tani that she hates it and she doesn't want to do it. I'm not going to message anybody and nobody wants it. And I swear to you, she would message just for people like, oh, I've signed somebody. And she'd be like, well, I haven't. And she literally, you guys, I'd be like, so how's it going? She's like, fine. Like, none of my lowest want it. I messaged all of them. I messaged everybody. I'm like, have you messaged new? She's like, well, not very many people want the BOGO wraps. They want the other products. I'm like, no, go talk to them. Somebody out there wants these wraps. And I swear to you, every BOGO, she did it. Every single one. And asked Tani how many BOGO wraps she signed. 0. None. Every BOGO wrap never failed until about 6 months ago.
Not even 6 months ago. Shoot, I would say on the BOGO wraps, it took me like a couple weeks ago. But You guys, it's true. Like, I know it sounds stupid, and I know that I shouldn't be sitting here as a double diamond telling you guys that that's what I thought of like 3 months ago, but that's what I'm telling you. Like, we don't have this put together. Like, there is nothing special about me. There is nothing special. As much as sorry she's on here, but there's special about Allie. You want to know what's different? She just freaking works. She works and she believes. She believes that it's going to happen. And nobody can deny that it's not happening for her. Like, clearly this business works. Clearly these products work. And if you're not growing in your business, it's because in your head, you're telling yourself that you can't. In your head, you're telling yourself that nothing's going to happen in this business. You can't sit there and do affirmations because your upline is telling you to do them, but in the back of your head, you're saying, oh my God, this is so stupid. This is stupid. Nothing's going to work. This isn't going to change anything. I don't know why I have to do these things, because I did those and my business went nowhere. Okay. I am living proof that you can sit there and say affirmations every single day, but if that little voice in the back of your head is telling yourself that this is stupid and I'm not going to get anywhere, then guess what? You're not going to get anywhere. You're really not. I don't care how many messages you send out. I don't care how many distributors sign. If you don't get that little voice in your head to shut up, it's not going to go anywhere. And you want to know how that changes? By choosing not to focus on the negative. You have to choose not to focus on what's not happening. If you're like me, like I am, I swear to you, it's in my genes. And if Brandy was on here, she would agree with me. But my entire family, they're just born pessimists. Like, you give them anything and they're going to come up with a negative something about it. There is no way around it. Every single night for the past 6 or 7 nights, we go around the kitchen table and everybody says one thing that, like, what was their favorite thing about the day and what was their least favorite thing. My dad's lived with me for a few years now, and he comes in for dinner, and every night he has struggles to come up with one good thing. One. You don't have a bad life. How are you not able to come up with one positive thing? But it's a struggle every single, like, that's just how I was born and raised. Not that I was raised bad, but it was just always like, there was always negative, right? And this whole mindset stuff, he thinks is absolutely batshit crazy. But it's okay because my family is happy. Like, you have to stop and look at that. It's true. As much as it sounds like craziness, as much as it sounds like it doesn't work, it does. And the only reason that us diamonds are up here and you don't hear us talking about anything negative and you don't hear us talking about people that haven't quit and you don't see us post our frustrations is because we're choosing not to focus on that. We're choosing not to dwell on it, to not let it affect our business or slow us down. That's the difference. I wanted you guys to know that we have them. We have so many frustrations. We have so many struggles on the daily. And I feel like sometimes maybe even more than some of you even think that you could have. And yet we're here. We're doing this and we're choosing to. It's not like it comes easy. We have to choose for it. Nicole, you've been unmuted for a long time. Did you have something you wanted to throw in?
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, what you dwell on is what you're going to have happen in your business. You want to dwell on people quitting. More people are going to quit on you. You want to dwell on, I can't sign BOGO. You're not going to sign BOGO. You want to dwell on anything, then that's what's going to happen. I did that in the beginning of my business where, like, I was like, gosh, like, I'm signing loyals. Why isn't my team signing loyals? And it's like, no, like magnify the positivity, like, and more positivity is going to be magnified within not only your business, but outside your business as well. Like, more positivity and things are just going to keep magnifying and magnifying. And then you're like, holy cow, I don't have a damn thing to complain about because I have so much good coming my way and my team's way and everything that I don't have a negative thing to say or anything to complain about because, we can always find something to complain about. Oh, the sun didn't shine today. Heaven forbid, like, just move on. Like, I went diamond, and to go diamond, you need an emerald and a ruby. My whole Ruby, every single person on my Ruby was dead. They weren't even existent. Like, they didn't even do anything. I went double. I rebuilt a whole new emerald. That crumbled too. It's okay. Like, you still just keep moving, you keep growing, and you know what? It's okay. Well, the whole emerald didn't crumble, but like a bunch of pieces did, and it's fine. I went from being 22 away from going to triple, that now I'm 75 because I want to hit my promotion strong. Like, can you imagine? Like, it's going to take me a lot longer, but it's so worth it. Like, I'm okay with that because I have a rock star kick-ass team right now that is so on fire that I don't even care how many people have quit or anything. I'm focused so much on the people that are doing things and working and wanting this and have those dreams and goals. And if you're that person, then your upline's going to focus on you and your business will perspire. Like, it's inevitable. It's going to.
I love that you said that. And I feel like, okay, so I asked Allie because I was actually going to list some numbers to kind of put things into perspective, but I feel like it might actually be more confusing. But I'm going to use my team as an example. So I did a month-end challenge with just my team. And when the BOGOs were announced, I kind of threw in a challenge on top of that too. And I did a team Zoom on the 1st. And there was a lot of my team on there, but I had a girl that was so frustrated because she didn't sign a loyal customer. However, she got every single one of her existing loyal customers to order at least one BOGO. Most of them more than that, but at least one BOGO. And she was frustrated. I'm like, whoa. Slow your roll. You're upset right now, but you just got every single loyal customer to order a BOGO. I didn't get any. None of my existing loyal customers ordered BOGO. I got new loyals, but none of my existing ordered. Then I had another person on my team who was frustrated because she signed 3 loyal customers, but they didn't count to the Christmas cash, and she got 10 BOGO orders. But again, frustrated. Why? You're choosing to not celebrate your victories. You have to celebrate your wins. I don't care how small they are. I don't care if you blitz one person at the grocery store. I don't care if you, Bobby, you got unmuted.
Sorry.
That's okay. I don't care if if you didn't get a single, if this boom sale happens and you don't get a single new loyal customer, but you get existing, I better hear it. I better see it on that team page and you better tag me because that's a huge win. If you get in your leads list, that's a win. You guys, if you're making any step forward, that's a win and you need to celebrate that. You cannot focus, you think it's not happening. You cannot compare yourself to what you think that everybody else is doing. The girl that got 10 BOGOs, she was like, was that the most BOGOs ordered on the team? Yes. Are you kidding me? That's 10. Like, she was not excited about that until like she had to stop and think about it for a second. You have to be excited. You have to be proud of yourself. And I'll be honest, my husband's in the other room over there, so I'm going to try not to be too loud because I'm getting a little excited, but he's not like the super exciting, supportive person. Like, I call Allie for that, or my sister. He's like, oh, cool. I'm like, oh my God, you suck so bad. Like, he's supportive and the good job, babe, but not like verbally. So I don't get that cheerleader excitement from him ever. But it's exciting. So I have to come to the team and do that because I don't have that at home. Like, if you're sitting there and you're like, okay, but I don't have support, like clearly you guys have support. No, we don't. We don't. Do you know that my mom ended up as a loyal customer for the first time this year? First time this year, my own mom. Okay. My aunts blocked me. My cousin, who is now a distributor, apparently she's on here because I just told me heck no when I asked her about these products. Another customer ordered the products but never used them. My mother-in-law ordered a couple years ago but I found all of the boxes of the product shoved in her bathroom closet, still like sealed. Okay. So I went to my sister-in-law, or not my sister-in-law, my stepdaughter's birthday with her mom, and she was talking to me about a weight loss product that I tried. Okay, guys, I've been doing this for 3 years. Pretty public about it. If you don't follow me on Facebook, pretty public about it. I still don't have that, okay? So don't sit there and tell me you can't do this if you don't have that. I have 4 children, counting my stepdaughter. My husband works. I'm also raising my teenage daughter, or teenage sister. I have a brother who works his business out of my garage. Parents who are just don't even get me going. Property. I have crap, guys. I have lots of stuff. Okay, lots of stuff happening to me on the regular. Lots of frustrations. A lot of personal just crap. Right? Just crap on the regular. But I don't choose to focus on that, guys. I don't choose to dwell on that. You know what I do? I come into my room and I get on my computer and I work, because that's what I can control. Because that's what I'm going to choose to focus on, because that's what makes me happy. I don't focus on everything else that's happening around me. Clearly I have to handle stuff, but I know that I can control this. I can control what happens behind my computer. I can control what happens on my phone. I can control how many people I help outside of my family. I can control how many people I talk to a day. I may not be able to control how many people that I sign, but I can control how many people I talk to. Okay? That's huge. You need to learn to focus on the things that you can control. You need to learn to focus on the positive in this business and in your life. This business is mental. That it's not physically demanding whatsoever. Okay? Not physically demanding. But it is mentally. Like, I'm not going to sit there and say it's always sunshine and roses, because it's not. Like I'm telling you, us diamonds all have that happen in our business and our personal lives. It's just how we choose to handle it. And if you're struggling in business right now and you don't know where to go or how to handle it or where to get through, like, you just need to choose to focus on what's happening and what you can control. And I'm sorry, I'm going to shout some people out. I'm not shout some people out. I might upset some people, and I'm just going to be real about this. So, Allie, if at some point I get too much, just mute me. I'll see it and I'll stop. I have heard, this is real talk. I don't know if some of you guys may not know me, and I apologize, but this is pretty real, straight to the point. Al, I'm sorry, you're kind of the only guy, so you won't really understand what's happening right now. But when I joined this business, I had 3 kids. Shortly after joining this business, I found out I was unexpectedly pregnant with my son. As in unexpectedly, as in like we were done having children, I was on birth control, and we didn't want any more. Freaked out, panicked. Depression, hardcore. This, like, as bad as this makes me sound as a parent, struggle bus for real over here. Do you know what? I was sick. I was tired. I still had 3 kids I had to take care of. My husband was still working 3 jobs, so I was raising those kids by myself a majority of the time, and I still promoted in this business during all of that. I have talked to a lot of people, and again, I apologize, pregnant, that are like, oh, I'm just so tired. I'm just so sick. That's funny, because I'm pretty sure a post earlier. Funny. Or, okay, so you're laying. Okay, any particular reason why you can't have your phone messaging? Because I'm pretty sure you can. Like, and again, I apologize if this is sounding way too harsh, but you guys, this business can be worked through that. Freaking Alexis is in a hospital bed on this Zoom right now. Don't tell me you can't work this business because you're pregnant. Don't tell me you can't work this business because you work a job. Because you want to know something? Allie, actually, I think every single diamond besides me had a job before they joined this business. Allie worked like 100-hour. She was stupid. Okay? And she was still able to promote in this business. And not just promote like little. She promoted quick, fast, strong, grew a team. She had no upline. She had no idea what she was doing. Like, guys, I was one of the few new distributors in Allie's team. She had no idea what she was doing. She figured all of this out on her own and created what we now have. She came up with meetings every week. She came up with Zooms. You guys, nothing in corporate requires meetings. I don't know if you guys know. Nothing requires that. In fact, I think we're one of the only teams in all of It Works Global that meets weekly. We put Zoom on the map for It Works. They didn't even know about it until our team started talking about it. Okay. That's how, like, Allie has paved the way for everything about this team. She did this all on her own while she's working, while she was pregnant, while she was planning a wedding, while she was leading a team, while she was having personal stuff happen in her own life. And she still is where she's at today in this business. You don't have an excuse. I'm sorry, you just don't. And if you joined this, then any excuse that you can possibly come up with, you need to turn into a reason why you need to do this. Again, that may sound really harsh, but if you want to know a little bit more about me personally, you can private message me and I will tell you why I can tell you that any excuse that you can come up with, I could either beat or come up with a reason why you need to join this business. I have had serious crap happen in my life since I joined this business. In fact, more than I have ever had in my entire life has happened since this business. And I have not quit. I've wanted to, but I have not quit. So whatever frustration you think you're going through, we've all felt it. We all have it happen. We have people quit. We have people tell us the products don't work. We have people that block us. We have people friend us. You know, one of the first days that Bobby was in this business, I got a message from her and she's like, how do you handle like people unfriending you? And I've had friends that have been my best friends for forever and now they think I'm crazy and they don't want to talk to me and they unfriended me. It hurts, guys. I don't say it doesn't. I'm not sitting here telling you that I'm just a heartless person that just doesn't care. Like, no, it still hurts. It's still frustrating. It still affects you in some way, but I don't choose to dwell on it. And Bobby, she didn't choose to dwell on it. And she was the top enroller of our team last month. Like not just my team, but like the whole team. You just have to choose not to focus on it. You unmuted yourself again, Allie.
I was just going to say something really quick about the whole being independent, that whole thing. So, as most of you guys know, me and Tyson got married last September, and I can't tell you how many people, you guys asked me, they were like, they first would ask Tyson, they'd be like, well, you guys have all been friends since like preschool and like kindergarten, right? And they're like, yeah, we're all brothers. We've been grown up together forever. And then they go to my side, and one of my sisters was in my wedding, but everybody else, they're like, oh, you know all these people since like preschool, kindergarten, like growing up with them, right? And I was like, no. And they're like, well, isn't that supposed to be the people that, you know, are in your wedding? And I was like, well, supposed to be, but I joined this business called It Works, and I don't talk to a single person before this business, you guys. And that's not saying that like, oh, screw anybody outside of It Works or anything, but me and Taylor actually met up today, and we had this big long conversation about our minds. Like, we were just laughing, sitting there talking, like, our minds are so different now, you guys. And it was just so easy for me to be like, see you later. And I'm talking, these are like my best friends, you guys, of like 8, 9, 10 years. And she actually, one of my best friends growing up, messaged me last night. She saw like one of my Snapchats over the weekend or something, messaged me last night. She's like, I've been thinking about you. How are you? And I was like, oh my gosh, that was my best friend for like 10 years. Like, what was I supposed to say to you? Like, how's it going? Like, I don't know. She wasn't even at my wedding, you guys. And I just think about that I'm like, every single person that was in my wedding, besides my sister who joined Abacare the month after I went presidential, they're all in It Works. You know, they're all a part of it. So, and if they're not a distributor, they're a loyal customer. And so you just got to think about it that, you know, your life changes because of this business, but your life will change if you let it. If you let it. You know, and it's up to you to get from point A to point B and open up your mind and open up your heart to what this business can do, to how you can change your mindset, because the people that are on this Zoom tonight, their mind's changing and they're growing and they're developing. That's why they're moving. And like Tanya was saying, every win is a win. Getting on the Zoom and typing in that Zoom ID is a win. Getting on your lead list is a win. I don't care if you spent it for 4 hours. If you got it out and then you message 4 hours later, great, you did something, okay? So recognize that the people that you promote with Ruby aren't going to promote you to Emerald. People that promote you to Emerald aren't going to promote you to Diamond. You know, my closest promotions back to back were executive and Ruby, and then presidential to ambassador. Whoa, triple to presidential. Both of those promotions a month apart, you guys, were completely different people. The people I know now are completely different people than I didn't even know Tani. I didn't know any. Well, I knew something. Like Christine went to high school together. We were laughing about that on our road trip the other day. We're like, all these people that we see now from high school, we're like, God, they need this business. It changes people, you guys. So if they're blocking you, you're doing something right. You're doing something good. So keep it up.
Yeah, thank you. I like the little side note. Did y'all catch that? Allie says she joined Advocare. Okay, I just wanted to throw that out there. Did Allie quit? No. Was Allie hurt? Yes. Did she let it affect her
5
business?
months. Yeah.
No. You know, like, and did she post about it? No. Did she talk to you any about it? No. And now am I saying that you can't talk about your frustrations? No. I just want you guys to know. I feel like you guys, that nothing bad happens to us. That us diamonds sit there and like corporate sends us people or something. But that doesn't happen. Okay, like as you start getting hurt, corporate does help you a little bit. But that's not what I'm talking about. The point is that we all have to work for this. We all have people that quit. We all have, you know, what was funny is some of my girls on my team were like super frustrated with their volume, but their personal volume was higher than my personal volume. And that was one of the things I was going to talk about, but I was actually asking Ellie about is, so the average PV is like, I don't know, I guess if you would average it out, maybe 250, 300 as the average. Do you think that's about average? Lower? Higher? Higher?
Lower.
Lower. What? If you had to average it out, what would you say it was?
I'd probably say about 175.
Okay, so the average of us diamonds is, how many diamonds is there?
13.
Okay. The average out of the diamonds is about 175 PV. If you have more than 175 PV right now, can you raise your hand? Or not right now? At the end of the month. Okay. So how frustrated were you guys at your volumes? Are you frustrated? Do you feel like you're struggling? Like you have to stop. You have to stop. That's just all there is to it. Now, the reason that us diamonds have a lower PV is we place a lot and build and that kind of thing. But regardless, which is why I wasn't really going to get into the volume amount, is because, yes, Allie.
Sorry, the red's like freaking out right now. Okay, can I talk? Can the red talk? Okay, sorry. Comp plan, you brought up CAB. You're starting to talk about diamonds and money.
I wasn't going to get that in depth. That's why I wasn't going to bring numbers up with you in the room.
Okay, I just have to say really quick that those of you that raised your hands, I don't know, there was like probably 6 of you, 7 of you. Yes, there are that have over 400, 500, even 1,400, cough, cough, Kendra Ellig. But the reason, like, there's different phases and steps in this business. So when you're sitting in your little group message of anywhere from 10 to 20 to 30, 40, 50 people in your little group message, aside from our Fearless and Free group message, I want you to realize that when people are commenting and people are messaging in there what's going on with their business and who they're signing, what they're doing, you don't know if they're in a planting month or a growing month. You don't know if they've been in this business 1 week or 7 months. You don't know if they're having the best week or the best month of their life, and last month was the shittiest month of their business. So recognize that your business is completely different than anybody else's. Okay?
It's Zoom, so it's like video.
So you have to recognize that. So you can't be comparing to anybody else. So like us diamonds, like Tani was saying, most of you guys are going to have higher volume because you're not placing for cabs. You're not placing for that extra $80 in your paycheck. You know, once you go diamond, but guess what? When you go diamond, you will. And you're going to be like, cha-ching, that's $180. You know, you're going to recognize that. But again, you having a high PD right now means a higher paycheck. It means getting your family closer to being out of debt. It means taking your kids on that vacation. So you got to recognize that and celebrate that. Don't be looking at what don't be looking at what Kendra Ellig's doing. I couldn't even look at her volume because I was like, dang, I'm stuck. Okay? Like, I was so close to my highest peak of the month. Alex over here killing it with 1,500. Okay? You can't. You guys, you got to realize that Kendra's strong point is loyal customers. All right? My strong point is distributors. And you've just got to realize that everybody's business is different. So, and recognizing you're in your group messages, it's there to help you. It's not there for you to compete. It's there to build you up and realize that everybody's business is different. So you're in different phases at all times.
Yes, which is, since we're like, I think out of time already, but since we're getting close to that time, I'm glad that Allie brought that up, because something else that I feel like you guys do, that we all do, that I struggle with too, is the comparison. Like, you can't do that. You cannot compare yourself to anybody on this business. You can't. All it does is hurt you. Again, you have to guard yourself, okay? You have to guard yourself. And you comparing yourself to somebody else in this business is only hurting you. It does not slow anybody else down. You guys, I brought up Taylor. I had joined, I think it was a year. I think I'm a year, like, been in longer than her. But she promoted way faster. Like, way faster than I could even, like, comprehend. Okay? And guess what I did? I compared myself to her. Guess how frustrated I was? So frustrated. Guess whose business it hurt? Guess whose business it didn't hurt? Taylor's. Only hurting yourself. And we shouldn't be upset or frustrated with anybody. Like, seeing Kendra Alex volume was just like, heck yes. Like, are you me? That's freaking amazing. Not a single ounce or bone in my body was like, I freaking hate her. And like, okay, maybe in a good way, but not like in a frustrated way. Not like in a, I can't, I suck. Like, she's so much better than me. It was nothing like that. It was like, girl, teach me your ways, but not, it's just exciting. We celebrate each other's wins, you guys. We celebrate each other's wins. If you aren't sharing your wins, how are we supposed to celebrate you? If you don't think they're a win, how are you supposed to celebrate? This business is about celebrating. It's not about being frustrated. It's not about struggling. It's not about what's not happening, which is why you will never see any of us diamonds posting about what's not happening in our business. And for the most part, you're never going to see any of us diamonds post about what's not happening in our personal lives either, because we're going to choose not to focus on the period. You guys, I see, Facebook brings back the history, and though you posted this 3 years ago, oh my gosh, I hate myself for 3 years ago. I was so depressing. I was so negative. And like, for what point? There was no point to some of my posts. I'm like, why would I post that? Like, what was even the point of that? I don't even know. Like, that was just stupid. I wish I could delete that off of social media in general, because I was into that. So you're never going to see me do that, because there's no point in focusing on that, because I'm only going to choose to focus on what's going to benefit me and others. By you focusing on somebody else's business and what's not happening in yours is only going to hold your business back. The thing that's different about any of us that are promoting or signing people, whether you're a diamond or you're a distributor, is that we're choosing to not focus on the negative. We're choosing to put in the work even when we don't feel like it. Something that Denise says that I just absolutely love is, I choose to work this business off of what I want, not off of how I feel. So when you're sick and you can barely talk and your throat hurts, you're still people. When you're pregnant and exhausted, but you can't really sleep, so you're still laying in bed, you message people. When you're at work and you have 5 minutes and you're in the bathroom, you message people. There's just all there is to it. There is a way to work this business. If you only have 5 minutes when you're going to the bathroom, you can work this business. I would work this business when I was going to the bathroom. Like, that would be my time. Going to the bathroom and feeding my son was the only times I could work this business. So I would post every single time I went to the bathroom, and I'd be messaging every single time I fed my son. So you can come up with it if you want to. It's you having to choose that. There is nothing that any of us uplines are going to tell you that's any different. There is nothing that we're going to tell you that's some magic code that unlocks everything in this business, because there isn't one. You want to know the magic? It's your mindset. You want to know what you need to do to be successful in this business? Change your mindset. Do you want to know how when these boom sales come out, we're instantly getting people? It's because we're working this business every single day so that our leads list is filled with people that want certain products. So all we have to do is say, oh, okay, so Sarah B wanted Confianza. Guess what, girl? Confianza's on BOGO. And boom, loyal customer. Okay. You can't wait for some announcement. I know that there's people on, or maybe not these people, but I know you know somebody that waits for an announcement from corporate before they work their business. Especially when they start giving us those little teasers on like, oh, something's coming. So you're like, oh, okay, well, I don't want to message people now because when something comes, then I'm going to have to message them again, and that's annoying. Okay, that was my mindset. And let me just tell you, not smart. Not a smart mindset. You cannot wait for corporate to announce something to work this business. That's been a game changer for me. I work this business every single day, and then when corporate announces something, I'm going to message those same exact people I messaged an hour ago and say, oh my gosh, I just found out I can get you this. Like, gosh dang it, Allie, this is my Zoom. Back up.
You're giving me so many aha moments.
I'm just kidding. Okay, go.
I'm muting myself.
No, don't. Don't mute yourself. Don't mute yourself.
I was like gonna
Go.
pull myself out and how you put me in my place, but I'm not even going to now.
Oh, no, that's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I knew you'd want to know. The day before Thanksgiving, when the Black Friday BOGO came out, I texted Tawny, I think it was at like 3:30, and I told her, I was like, okay, have you messaged your potentials yet? I think I'm going to wait till Black Friday, like early morning or maybe late tomorrow night and wait. And she was like, why? I was like, I didn't even know what to say. I was like, I don't know. They're busy. They're family. Like, and then I realized, I was like, you idiot. She just like totally just showed you up right now. And I was like, she's like, why? Why wouldn't you message them now before everybody gets busy? And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Shit. Okay. Yeah. So I remember we were supposed to go out to dinner or something, you guys, and I sat down, not even kidding you, sat down for like 30 minutes and I signed 7 loyals that night. So I owe those loyals to Tawny. I swear I should have just placed them all under you. But it was because she was like, why would you wait? Why? She goes, why would you wait? People are going to get busy. Get to work. And I was like, oh, all right. I got it. So, and I think about that and I'm like, if I would have sat there and waited till Friday, I probably wouldn't have won that $300 from Denise. I probably wouldn't have my highest enrollments I've had in a long time. Probably wouldn't have gotten all my cabs, there were so many things that I was fighting for the last 2 weeks in November, and I achieved every single one of those, but it was because she said, no, don't wait, get to work. And like Tawny was saying, I don't have an upline, so it was nice to hear that encouragement, that push. And so when your upline says it, no, don't wait, get to work, There's a reason for it. There you go.
That made me sound like something amazing. You know, that makes me super uncomfortable because I'm not something amazing. Okay. So I'm going to touch on that since I just called myself out in my own head. I am something amazing. Okay. And you guys, I think that's the first time I've ever said that out loud. But I struggled hardcore, like until, I don't know, like yesterday, with like thinking that I'd offer you guys, like seriously, I mean, I would talk at a team meeting and people would be like, you're so amazing. And I'm like, what? Like, what? I don't even know what you're saying to me right now. But guess what? Sitting there thinking that you don't have anything to offer this business or this team, I would love for you to call me, like right now. I'll post my number. I'm going to post it right now. Call me and tell me why you think you don't have anything to offer this business or this team. Because you do. You do. You have something to offer. And when you realize that, your business is going to boom. When you realize that you are worth this, not your family, not your husband, not your cats, not whatever reason you say that you joined this business, but for you. You are worth this. You are capable and you have something to offer. Every single person. You have something to offer. You have something for every single person on your Facebook friends list. You have something to offer every single coworker you have, every single family member you have, every single parent, teacher, whatever. You have something to offer. And when you can realize that within yourself, your business will change. Your life will change. Because I do. I may not have all the answers. In fact, I know I don't have all the answers. I might be the best of the best in this business, but I have something to offer. And that's why when Allie, like, I was going to do a live video about this, and she's like, nope, you're going to lead the Zoom. And I was like, I think this is the first time she's ever told me I was going to lead something that I didn't argue with her. Because I had to tell myself that I have something to offer. You know, like, you do, regardless of what you think or you don't, or you think you have no idea what you're doing, or that you've been in for 2 years and you are sitting at executive, or you just joined, or you've been in for 6 months and haven't signed your first distributor, or you've been sitting like 2 away from a promotion for months, whatever it is, you have something to offer. You are worth this. You are able, you are capable, and you will do this. You will. You just have to change that within yourself. You have to choose and decide that enough is enough. Enough is enough. You are never going to stay in this spot anymore. You are never going to feel the way that you're feeling right now. That you're done feeling unworthy. That you're done struggling. That you're done with the frustration. Choose that. Choose that. And know that every single one of us are here to help you. Every single one of us want to cheer you on. If you think it's the most stupidest thing ever, if you posted a post and you got one person to like it that was not a Networks distributor, and that's the first time, tell me, because that's big. You know, I still post on the regular and I don't get people to like it outside of my team. Everything is a win, and you need to start being proud of yourself. You need to start being excited about any forward movement. You know what I tell my team is, I don't care if I'm a single loyal customer as long as you're adding people to your leads list. I don't. Like, obviously, I want you to get those numbers in, but as long as you're moving forward and you're getting people excited and you're talking to people and you're wanting to change people's lives and you're putting yourself out there and your mind is growing, like, you should never be mentally the same as you were last month. You shouldn't. And if you are, you need to step up your personal development. You don't know what that is? Or talk to me, or talk to Allie, whatever you need to do. Because you should be always moving forward. And if you're doing that, then it's a win. I don't care what your number. I don't care when the last time you signed a loyal customer. I don't care when the last time you signed a distributor was. If you are moving forward in any sort of way, that's a win. And you need to be proud of yourself. You need to let your proud of you. You need to let your uplines be proud. But know that we all have gone through that same frustration. We've all struggled. We've all had, I guarantee you, if you message me, you're struggling with something, I've probably gone through the same exact thing. And you want to know something? If Allie would have told me that there was a reason that I was going to be going through everything that I went through, actually she did. And I laughed in her face. And I told her, like, don't talk to me. I don't care. Like, there is no person that I'm going to help that's going through the same exact thing. And, you know, people I've helped that have gone through the same exact thing. Like, you're going through this so that you can go back and help somebody that's going to go through this too. So embrace this journey, this process. And the only thing that's different between me that's on the Zoom and you is that I chose to let go of those frustrations. I chose to make a difference. And I continue to choose to focus on what I can control and what I put into this business. So it's all choosing. You got to choose. There's nothing else that any of us can say. You can be on every single Zoom and every team meeting because I was, and my business didn't change until I chose to stop being where I was at. That I made the choice to change my. That's all I have. Did you have anything you wanted to add to that, Miss Allison?
No, I'm
Okay.
no.
Well, then I'm done. That wrapped up what I wanted to share. Mic drop. Boom.
Wait, we'll cut you off because I'm unlimited now.
Oh, well, shoot. Let's just keep going. I mean, I can keep going. I can keep talking. No. Did anybody have anything? I got any of the comments because I can't do 2 things at once. But did anybody have any questions or anything they wanted to throw out there before we end? Nicole's unmuted. Sorry. Nicole?
Well, I wanted to give someone else a chance if they wanted to talk or something.
I don't think anybody does.
I would just say, like, if you do feel frustrated ever, then that is what your upline or your group message or the Fearless and Free page is for, is to say, like, hey, how do you guys deal with blah, 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 fill in the blank. Because that's what that team page and stuff is for, is to help with, you know, getting out of those frustrations and stuff. Because everybody, I mean, I've gotten tips from tons of leaders and just people on my team on how they deal with frustrations and things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's such a great idea. Like, I should try that. And I end up liking whatever it is. But also, like, whatever you put into your head is what's going to happen. So if you're messaging somebody and they say no to you about whatever, then if you go into your next message and you're like, this person's probably going to tell me no, then that's what's going to happen. You're going to continue to get those. So tell yourself, be like, I'm going to find somebody that wants this BOGO Confianza. And the more people that you message, I guarantee you, the more people that are going to be like, yeah, actually, I've been really stressed about, you know, this. I have finals coming up. I hate the holidays, so it's really stressing me out, or, you know, whatever. You will find those people when you put that positive mindset of, I'm going to rock this BOGO, and then it's going to happen. So, but if you dwell on that no, or the negativity, the things that aren't happening, then that's what's going to happen. So, I mean, this business is so up to you. It is so up to you.
Yes, I completely agree. I was going to talk to someone about just reading some of these comments, but she's not on here anymore. So anyways, anybody else have anything else to add?
I
Just read some of your, okay.
really
so go.
just really quick. Just because it's the whole Zoom is like about mindset and the way we think and positivity and all that good crap that I never really, you know, that's just not me, or wasn't me to begin with. And I think I've shared this a couple of times, and Allie probably won't like this very much, bringing it back up. Like, when I first started, I was that person. I was just like constantly thinking about everything that wasn't going to happen, or bringing all that negativity into my business and what I wasn't going to accomplish. And I could not stand Allie's posts about being positive and, you know, just generic stuff that she would post on the page about rise and grind, you know, let's kick some ass today. I couldn't do it. And I actually like blocked Allie for a while from some, like, seeing her posts because I couldn't handle it. And so finally, like, plugging in and going to meetings and being around Allie more, or even being around Tawny now, the type of person that she is now, being around those people has completely changed my mindset and completely changed who I am now. And that's just huge. If you're not there, you feel you're not there, be a part of this team, be plugged in, be around those people that are there, that are telling this every day, like Tawny or Allie or Nicole or Kylie, any of those people that are telling us every day to get our minds right, to have faith in ourselves, to be proud and be confident, and that we will succeed and we will get there, and we will accomplish our goals and stuff in our business. If you can't personally get there yourself, that's why it's so, so, so important to be surrounded by those people, to be plugged into these Zooms. And yeah, I don't know. I just had to share because it totally changed my mindset and where I was at, just by physically being around those people and listening to what they have to say.
Okay, I have to say something really quick. Nothing bad, don't you worry. But Brandy, was it a month ago that you came over? A month now, probably? A little over a month? Maybe? I don't know. She is a completely different person. I don't even know who she is. Like 30 days. If you guys would have been at my house with her and Tawny, and to what she is now, she's a completely different person. So when she says, like, Tawny did the same thing though, so did Taylor. Taylor like laughed in my face when I told her to go to this one team on mission. Tawny didn't want nothing to do with personal development and like writing things down or goals, nothing like that. And like mindset was so huge, but it's funny because Brandy's saying that, you guys, now when she decided though that she was like, okay, I need to see what this is like basically for myself. And I've seen a huge shift. And what happened to your business last month, Brandy?
Well, I'm pretty sure my paycheck will probably triple this month.
You're pretty sure?
Yeah.
Weird. How many people did you sign last month, Brandy?
Distributor or loyal wise?
Combined.
7.
Weird. Weird how that happens. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? One thing about Brandy too is she works. She's got an amazing little boy, and she's that mom that like really wants to spend every single second with her son and like be crafty and let's spend time together and make holiday crafts. I'm like, oh, let's go to the store and decorations. But anyway, like, and that's my cousin. But she is very, very busy, and she's very in lots of other things. And so she would say like, oh, well, Tuesday nights they're just not my nights. Like, I just got so much going on. And then she chose to make Tuesday nights a priority, and she chose to make being on these Zooms. This girl right now has way more going on in her personal life than anybody should ever have to go through. And she's sitting on this Zoom when she's probably beyond exhausted, stressed out, and emotional wreck, and yet she's on this Zoom. Like, you have to choose. It's never going to come easy. It's never going to be a perfect time. Nothing like, obviously you guys are on here and you're making that a priority, but now you need to go and take this information to those teams, to your teams, to your friends that are joining this business, to whatever it is, and tell them that this is a priority. Like, this needs to be important because this is what keeps your fire going. You are going to have times where you want to quit this business. You are going to have times when you think that you've reached it, you're done, you've had your limit. And that's why being a part of these teams, being a part of this Zoom, if you're out of state and you can't make it to a Tuesday, then you better on every single Sunday Zoom ever. Okay? Because that is not an excuse. And then build your own team. Start your own community within your own area where you can do team meetings if you want to. But still be a part of this team. Like Brandy said, like, this is what keeps you going. I have been pretty freaking fired up the last 6 months, but I know that it would have faded hardcore if I didn't make it a priority to be a part of these, because it happens. It does. It's just life. Like, it doesn't care if your business is crazy amazing. If you don't make these a priority, it's not going to stay crazy amazing. It's like church. You got to keep going. It's like the gym. You got to keep going. Like, these meetings get you fueled up and fired up. And not only that, but you're learning, you're growing, and you're being around that you want to be like. So you're going to start becoming like them. And, that's what, if you read anything in network marketing or even really personal development period, they tell you to be around 5 people that you want to be like. And, how many people are on this Zoom? Because 21, I want to be around like the 21 of you that are on this Zoom, and spending time with you, 21 people, is going to help me become that person that I want to be. So these are important. Getting to Tuesdays is important. All of that. Anyways, I just wanted to share. This Zoom was supposed to be to let you guys know that there's frustration, but that we're not going to dwell on it because we choose not to. So you got to make that choice. You have to. It's up to you. It really is. Like, you just have to choose. And as much as that sounds like it's too simple, it really is that simple. It's just choosing. It's choosing and then working no matter what's happening throughout your life. So go kill BOGO. Let us know. I seriously want to see the team page blowing up with wins. I want to be able to have to be like, oh my gosh, I can't keep up. Did I see it? Like, if I haven't liked your post and it was a win, tag me, because I want to see it. I want to cheer you on. I want to encourage you. I want to be a part of that excitement for you, because I still get excited, guys. I still get excited when I blitz somebody and they don't completely turn me down. I still get excited when I get a loyal customer. I still get excited when I get a distributor. I get excited when my team gets loyal customers and they blitz, or they talk to somebody that's interested or add somebody to their leads. Like, it's exciting. I still get excited. It's fun and exciting. And if you're only focused on like what's happening, you're never going to have that excitement. The fun gets sucked out of you. You're going to get burnt out and you're going to quit. That's the reality. So celebrate those wins and let me celebrate them with you. Let us celebrate you. Be a part of it. Embrace the team. Embrace this journey. Don't compare your journey. Embrace it. But that was it. So good night, everybody. I don't know. You're the host, Allie. I don't know how you want to do it. I don't know how you want to do it.
That was like, sayonara.
No.
No, that was awesome. You rock, sister. It's recorded, so I'll post it in the team page as soon as it's done uploading. Because everyone that missed it missed out. So, thank you,
Exactly.
Tony. You're a rock star.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for
Good night.
You guys rock.
Thank you
you.
for saying yes.